Hey, what's up? I'm Dominique. A new Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette just dropped, and who's excited? Because today I'm going to be reviewing and swatching every single shade in the brand new Pretty Grunge eyeshadow palette. I am an eyeshadow queen, so of course we gotta do a deep dive on this palette, and then I'll be showing you exactly how I create an eyeshadow look using the palette. So if you're excited to do a little deep dive on this Pretty Grunge eyeshadow palette, let's get into the video. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now, this has to be one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that Huda Beauty has ever come out with. This is the Pretty Grunge eyeshadow palette. There's 18 shades in this palette with different textures like mattes, shimmers, metallics, and even one gel shade. After swatching all these shades, I have to say I am literally obsessed. This is such a unique smoky palette because a lot of these shades have berry undertones to them, so they're not just straight up black and silver. And there's definitely a few shades in here that you can use to create the most natural look. And then of course there's shades to help you smoke up that look so sexily. So sexy, I meant to say. So sexily. Look at me making up words. But then of course there's shades in here that will help you smoke up that look so beautifully. This is like the Empowered Palette's twin sister that's a little bit more on the cool side. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm pretty sure the trend for next year, 2024, is gonna be taupe, cool toned eyeshadow looks. Because all the taupe and cool toned things are really coming back into trend. So if you wanna get ahead of the trends and you want an eyeshadow palette that's really gonna help you be trendy this year, this baby right here is gonna help you do that. And you can pick up this palette for $69 at Sephora. I'm actually looking at all the info about this palette on the Sephora website right now, and Huda Beauty put some amazing little fun tips on here if you're interested in looking at how to style and use this palette more. There's little tutorial pictures telling you how to use the shades, how to create a look with the shades, and then the looks that the models are wearing in the promotion pictures. They have exactly what they're wearing and where to place them. And that is seriously so user-friendly, especially when you see a little bit of a more intimidating eyeshadow palette. This really shows you all the versatility of this product. Honestly, I'm obsessed with that, so seriously shout out to Huda Beauty for that because that's awesome. Like, it tells you exactly how to use these shades and where to place them right on the Sephora website. You gotta be kidding me, that is seriously awesome. Look at this. And they're all different looks too. See, and it tells you exactly what shades that the models are using on their eyes. In this eyeshadow palette, the mattes are so silky and so soft and smooth. They all felt wonderful to swatch. And there was not one shade that I didn't love because you can create some really cool looks with this. This color story really did something to my soul. Like, I saw this palette and it was without question that I needed this in my collection. And usually I don't fall in love with an eyeshadow palette that quickly. Sometimes I have to stare at the color story and be like, do I love it or do I hate it? But with this one, I knew instantly that this was different and that this is so beautiful than anything at Sephora right now. So I was simply obsessed instantly. It was love at first sight with this one. I really love the packaging of this palette. This is like my aesthetic, if I could say so. I love this text right here because it's mirrored. I can see myself in it and it's super cool actually. And then we have the black speckling all over the front, super cool and trendy. And plus there's a jumbo mirror included in this eyeshadow palette. And these mirrors that are put in these palettes are stunning mirrors. It's the perfect size mirror. I wouldn't ask for anything better than this mirror in this palette. And I had to wear this shirt today because I felt like it matched the palette perfectly. And it was really just giving Pretty Grunge, so I was all about it. Alright, so now I'm gonna read off the shades. Starting at the top row, going from left to right, we have Liberty, Heroine, Avant-Garde, Renegade, Brave, Beauty Chaos, Rise Up, Stand Up, Strong AF, Nirvana, Haphazard, Fearless, Hope, Love Anarchy, Maverick, Rebel, Freedom, and Grunge. The shade Rebel is such a beautiful metallic shade. It's so pigmented and so intense. When it hits the light, you can just see pink reflecting in the shade and it is outstanding. I love the shade Rebel. I feel like I have to use that shade today just because of how beautiful it is. And then the shade Maverick right next to it, it's just a plain silver shade with a silver base and some silver glitter right on top. It's hard to tell on camera, but I'm telling you in person, Rebel has the most beautiful pink reflect to it. I had to show you these shades recorded on my phone with flash to see if you could pick up the pink reflect a little bit better, and I'm not sure if you can tell more on the phone video, but in person it is the most stunning thing ever. If you're in the store and you happen to see this at Sephora, definitely swatch the shade Rebel and you're gonna be obsessed. and then you can thank me later, because that is the standout to me in this palette. And then the shade Grunge is that black gel shadow. It definitely has a gel formula and it is more on the shiny side. And of course you can even use it as a gel liner. Like I said, the possibilities with this palette are literally endless. And I don't even know what look I'm going to create. So I'm just gonna play and I'm just gonna see exactly what happens when I start creating a look, because there's no inspiration. I'm just gonna do whatever feels right. So now that we got all the information about this palette out of the way, let's get into the best part of the video, the eyeshadow look. If you're enjoying today's video so far, you should definitely consider giving it a big thumbs up, because it really helps support me and the channel a lot. And then that way we can become besties. Love that for us. I seriously have never used this eyeshadow palette before because it is brand new. So this is really going to be my first impressions on this palette, and my excitement is going through the roof because I cannot wait to see what it's going to look like on the eyes. But right now all I'm doing is priming my eyelids, and I'm using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer to do this. This is my go-to eyeshadow primer. I am obsessed with it. It does a really good job of setting my eyes up for success for my eyeshadow. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Can you tell that I am excited right now? So now I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush, and this is just the Morphe M513 brush. Nothing special. If you just have a fluffy blending brush, you're good. What shades should I use? What direction do I want to take this look? Pretty? Grungy. Pretty grunge. What should I do? I'm gonna start off with the shade Freedom, and I'm just placing it right into the crease with some windshield wiper motions. And this shade is a little bit more on the pink side, but in the pan it definitely looks great. But Huda Beauty eyeshadows are very good for not looking like how they do on the eye than how they look in the pan. It always surprises me. So okay, this is pink, so we're going with the pink look. And with this shade I'm really gonna bring it all the way up to my eyebrows, and this is the only shade that I'm gonna bring all the way up to my eyebrows. I know it feels weird to have makeup all the way up to your eyebrow, but since this is the lightest shade that you're going to be applying, no one's really going to be able to tell that you have eyeshadow all the way up there by the end of your look. So I definitely recommend trying it out once and then just see what you think, because I think you're really going to be surprised on how much easier your eyeshadow blends if you really start off with your transition shade going all the way up to your eyebrow. And your transition shade just means the first light shade that you apply to your crease. And it's called the transition shade because it really helps you transition into the next shade. Super, super cute so far. And we only did one shade, and I'm obsessed already. I knew that's exactly how it was gonna go. So now I'm taking this fluffy brush from Peaches and Cream, and this is a PC10 brush. This is also a fluffy brush, but it's slightly tapered at the front to help give a little bit more of a precise blend. And I forgot to zoom you in a little bit so you can see my eye a little better, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so you can see right here the shade Freedom that I just applied to my lid had a little bit of fallout in the pan, but when I dusted the fallout away, it landed on the shade Grunge, which is that gel eyeshadow shade. And you can see because it was gel, the fallout kind of stuck into the shade. And I'm not sure how I feel about that because now there's some Freedom dust in the shade Grunge. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Fearless, and I'm also placing the shade in my crease, but I'm keeping it a little bit lower than the first shade that I applied. We cannot go completely over it with this dark shade or else we're going to lose that smooth blend. So I'm just going to keep it a little bit lower, and I'm not going to bring it all the way up to my eyebrow. Thank goodness, right? But I am going to bring it all the way up to my brow bone because we do still want a really smooth blend. Something that looks really nice and blown out. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions to do this. And also when you're doing your eyeshadow, make sure to hold your eyeshadow brushes at the back end of your eyeshadow brush because this is going to be the lightest pressure for you to blend out your eyeshadow with. If you apply too much pressure like this on the front end of your brush, it's going to be a lot harder to blend out those eyeshadows seamlessly. So make sure that you're holding it at the back of the brush and then go crazy with the windshield wiper motions. And also take your time when it comes to blending because rush blending never works, at least for me. Not gonna lie, this shade is speaking to my soul. I am so in love with this shade. So now I'm gonna go back in with that first brush and the shade Freedom again, and I'm just gonna dust it lightly all over the edges of the eyeshadow shape that we have created. And this is really gonna help blend and marry these two shades that I just applied together. Always keep the first brush that you used with your transition shade on hand because you're really gonna go and dip back into it every single time you apply a new shade, because this is the step that is going to just lock and marry your shadows together. And that's why I always say bring it all the way up to your eyebrow, because now I can just go crazy with the blending and just blend it all out, and it's gonna look so smooth. These shadows are blending out and into each other so seamlessly that it looks so good. The colors are super rich and vibrant and pigmented. It's just chef's kiss. I mean, what can I say? And I'm not even done. Alright, so now I'm taking a slightly smaller fluffy blending brush from Sigma, and this is the Sigma E38 brush. And the deeper you go in your crease, the smaller brush you want to use. So you want to start off with a really fluffy blending brush, and then as you get darker with your shades, you want to get smaller with your brushes. So it's going to help you keep the eyeshadows lower and lower as you stack and blend them. Having the right size brushes when you do your eyeshadow really makes a difference. Now I'm taking the shade Nirvana, I'm placing it right into the crease, and I'm keeping it lower than that last shade that I just applied. This is going to add a little bit more of that depth and smokiness to the look, and since this is a grungy palette, that's exactly what I'm going for. So I'm just going to sit here and do windshield wiper motions, and I'm mainly keeping this shade in my crease. I'm not really going above the crease with this one, just so that the other two shades that I applied could have their own individual moment in the eye. Look at how good this is looking, and look at how blended and just seamless the whole look is. Now with the Peaches and Cream PC34 brush, I'm taking the shade Renegade, and this is a very tiny fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to lightly place it on the outer corner of this look. And this is just for that extra grunge, because why not? This is the grunge palette after all. We need to get a little bit grungy. Now I'm taking the Sigma brush and the shade Nirvana, and I'm lightly blending out the Renegade shade. And then last but not least, I'm going back in with the first brush that I used and the first light shade, and I'm blending out the entire look. And this is just going to give it that final seamless blend. I'm so obsessed. I'm living. I love it. I love this look so far. Oh my god. So good. I obviously have to apply Rebel to the lid. Duh. Remember that silver with the pink reflect? I need that on my lid. But first I'm going to go in with the shade Avant Garde, which is that black shimmer, and I'm just going to apply it to the outer corner of my lid just for a little pop of extraness. And I'm just taking a flat eyeshadow brush to do this. Now I'm going to take the shade Rebel. So excited for this. You have no idea. Oh my, I'm so excited. And I'm just placing it in my inner corner with a flat eyeshadow brush. I feel like this shade would be best applied with your finger, so let's try that. Yup, it looks so much better with your finger. Wow, you could really tell a difference there. And you can see that black shimmer shade that I applied had a little bit of fallout, which is why I do my foundation after I do my eyes, because if this fallout just got onto my foundation, I would be very upset, because now my foundation would be dirty. And I'm gonna bring this silver shimmer shade all the way up to my brow bone, and I'm gonna blend it into that crease shade just to help open my eyes a little bit, since I applied a lot of dark makeup. I just love the pink accent to these shadows in this palette. I think it's so good. Okay, so far this is looking like amazing. I'm obsessed. I'm just gonna add a little bit of a wing liner, because why not? I love me a good wing liner. That's for sure. Alright, time for the lower lash line. I'm back. I did some of my base makeup. I did a little bit of eyeliner, and I added some false lashes, of course. And now I'm going to take a super tiny pencil brush. I'm going to dip into the shade Nirvana, and I'm going to outline my lower lash line with this shade. And I'm going to connect it up to the other eyeshadow. Then with the same brush and the shade Fearless, I'm just going to place it slightly under the Nirvana shade. Now with the tiniest blending brush that I have, I'm just going to take the first shade that I used, the shade Freedom, and I'm just going to use windshield wiper motions to help blend out the lower lash line. See, a lower lash line is nothing too crazy, but it just helps to connect the eyeshadow together and give it that nice pop. And now I'm just placing some black pencil liner in the waterline. And don't forget some mascara on those bottom lower lashes. This is an essential step for me. Last but not least, I'm taking the shade Rebel, and I'm just placing it in my inner corner. Alright, and that is it. Here is the final look that I created using the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge eyeshadow palette. I highly recommend this one. I love the shades and I love the tones of them, and I really think it's super unique, and there's not a lot like this on the market, which is why I give this palette a 10 out of 10. And plus, those taupey cool tone shades are definitely going to be trendy in 2024. So if you want to be trendy next year, make sure to get your hands on this. I absolutely love, 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 love these shadows. There's simply nothing better than a stunning eyeshadow palette. And of course, as always, I linked everything that I used in this video down in the description box, just in case you want to go ahead and check anything out. It's all right there for you down in the description box. If you're watching this right now, I want to say thank you so much for being here. We are besties now at this point. I'll be back next week with a brand new video, so go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, and P.S. don't forget to subscribe so that we can become besties.